Welcome to MUTV News Bulletin. I am Jackson Musia.
And I'm Lydia Murugi, and now to the headlines.
Lower food prices, the cry of Kenyans.
You have to skip some meals. People have to drop out of school. They need to survive.
New sheriff in town. A look at MMU's new government.
Campus softball teams competitions.
We have more to do as a team.
Now, Kenyans have for over a month been groaning on the high food prices that have been caused by the extreme weather conditions as well as the Ukraine-Russia war. The hike has caused financial strain on everyone in the country, including university students, as our reporter Thomas Mukwana reports.
The prices of commodities such as maize flour, cooking oil, and white bread have been on a steady rise for months now. This increase has continued even after inflation fell to a 16-month low of 5.1% in February, according to data published by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. Students in higher learning institutions are feeling the sting daily as they struggle to cope with the rising food prices. Rogers Ochieng is a student at the Multimedia University of Kenya. He explains how he's handling the rise in prices.
As a student, the increment in prices of the essential commodities has got some implications. One, you have to skip some meals in order to sustain yourself. It has caused some emotional distortion. I've seen from somewhere else, people have to drop out of school, because they need to survive, and you can't study without food, so they consider.
Economists have predicted an even higher rise in the cost of living in the coming months, forcing students to dig even deeper into their pockets. For MUTV, I'm Thomas Mukwana.
Water shortage in the country has been felt in many parts. Kajiado County is one of the worst hit, affecting institutions such as Multimedia University. Doris Kamene filed this report.
The Multimedia University of Kenya, located in Kajiado County, has been experiencing water shortage in the last 2 months. The students have had a tough time accessing water in the school. Students have been spotted carrying buckets to fetch water from a few water points inside the school compound so as to take a shower. Timon Omondi is concerned about the water shortage.
Apparently for the past few weeks, kumekuwa na shida ya maji hapa shule. Probably kwa hizi hostels hapa juu, block D na E. Hakuna maji hadi kwa choo za kuosha choo. So hadi ya kuoga inabidi nikuje tafuta either pale kwa estates ama hapa kwa hii mfereji. Na ndio maana nimekujia.
The institution has been struggling with water shortages for months, and as it appears there is no solution coming soon. Our attempts to question the admin were futile as our calls went unpicked and our text unanswered. Reporting for MUTV, my name is Doris Kamene.
Now, after the delays of the MUXA elections caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, Multimedia University students have gone to the poll to elect new leaders. This is after a long period of having an acting president. Electa Inometa shares more details on this.
Multimedia University of Kenya Students Association held elections recently March 5 to choose leaders who will represent the student for the next one academic year. It all started with the election of delegates who were to later represent the students at the main MUXA elections. In the Faculty of Media and Communication, commonly known as FAMECO, the delegate seat was hotly contested amongst 5 candidates, but Philip Jauko and Roland Baraza have secured the opportunity to represent third-year communication students. The university's top seat has been secured by Shedon Nangabo, who defeated Amos Kinuthia and Gregory Orencho respectively. The Secretary General is Job Mongare, who outshined Paul Matiko. MUXA's finance representative is Barry Omala, who faced fierce rivalry from Brenda Gitonga. Journalism third-year student Sakina Rashid tried her luck on sports and entertainment, but was unlucky to carry the day as it fell to Shadrach Agutu. Lavenda Auma is the new academic department's representative, clinching it from Irene Wanjiku, who was the runners-up. This is the next student council that resumed office on 17th March. Immediately they were sworn in. It is the hope of each and every comrade that they shall represent the students' welfare and grievances well. Reporting from MUTV, my name is Electine Ometa.
Multimedia University is the only learning institution that students and wildlife coexist. Inasmuch as there is strife between some of these species, multimedia is regarded as a self-supporting ecosystem. Our reporter Victor Kipchumba looks into the situation.
Multimedia University is known by many as a learning institution. It has been known to produce top-class professionals in different fields, especially in the world of media. Others know it for its exemplary learning facilities and programs that have proved quite transformative over the past few years. With all that it's known for, few people are actually aware of the wildlife presence in Multimedia University. The institution serves as a home to a variety of wildlife, including indigenous tree species, birds, warthogs, and monkeys. Theories as to how they ended up in the school are still unclear, but there is reason to believe that the school's close proximity to the Nairobi National Park might have led to their transit into the school. Under normal circumstances, warthogs spend much of their time eating grass on their knees, almost like they are praying. Besides that, you'll find them basically running all over the place. I actually find these animals' behavior quite funny. Precaution should however be taken when close to these animals, as they can turn wild if they feel provoked. Baboons, on the other hand, spend much of their time relaxing by the Christian Union Worship Center. This creates beautiful scenes. They have grown to become comfortable with human presence around them. Usually, you'll see people and baboons walking past each other freely. Looking from a distance, one may actually think they are exchanging greetings and pleasantries. Similarly, caution should be taken as they can become aggressive and dangerous if threatened. An incredible relationship therefore exists between the school community and the wildlife. It is clear that these animals are here to stay, and the school community should try to foster and maintain this unique relationship. Reporting for MUTV, my name is Victor Kipchumba.
More stories to come after the break. Stick around. After the break, online writing, the new way of sustaining campus students.
On peak days, I can make a maximum of $30 in a day, and there are other days which the clients don't give much work, so I barely make $10.
A conducive environment is good to a peaceful learning environment and good health. Keeping our environment clean protects you, other students, and the beautiful wildlife around our school. Avoid destroying our beautiful environment by throwing any plastic materials in the dustbin, use reusable plastic plates and cups, and walk on the concrete pavements to keep the grass green. Keeping the Multimedia University environment clean is our responsibility. A clean and beautiful environment, a good learning environment. This message is brought to you by Multimedia University Environmental Club.
Now, the financial crisis among campus students makes them look for alternative ways to fend for themselves. These include online writing, which is a popular business among students. Our reporter David Otieno gives us more details concerning this endeavor.
Online writing has become a popular business activity among university students. Due to the frustrations caused by late disbursement of help loans, students have been forced to think smart and find alternative ways of earning extra cash. Grace Mweni, a 2.2 computer science student, is one of the students who have embraced online writing, and she says she has never regretted that decision. Her knowledge in computer science enables her to do assignments for local and foreign students taking computer courses, and for every page she earns $1 or $2 depending on the nature of the assignment. I caught up with Mweni just as she was finishing on a client's work and asked her how she joined online writing. And the money involved isn't too small and has enabled her to be financially stable, just as she explains. Just like in any other job, online writing also comes with challenges to be overcome. Mweni tells us of such challenges.
I was introduced to online writing by my roommate when I joined university back in 2020, and she was able to show me the basics of online writing, like what is required, how to do it. And I was lucky enough to have a laptop at that time, so I was able to start immediately, and she used to get me the clients to work under, like she give me the assignments to do. After that, she will be the one who's paid, then she pays me. Then after some time, after working under her, I was able to save some cash, and then adding that to my help loan, I was in a position to purchase my own account, whereby I will employ other students to do most of the work. And most of the things I could do, it's to manage the account, like get the clients, like the students to do the work, and I will process the payments to pay them when I'm paid by the major clients. Okay, how much I earn from online writing? It's not bad, like it's a good amount, whereby I'm in a position to pay most of my bills, and even I pay some of my school fees. On peak days where I get I'm given like many assignments, I can make a maximum of $30 in a day, and there are other days which the clients don't give much work, so I barely make $10. The challenges I face from this work is, of course, balancing between the work, meeting the deadlines of submitting the assignments to the clients, and my class assignments. Another challenge is most of the clients, they are not genuine. They don't pay on time, they delay payments, and it's not good. I would advise the struggling students to try their hands on online writing. It's not easy, but it's worth it once you master how to do it, and of course you discipline yourself to manage your time well, where you can effectively balance between your schoolwork and the online writing. It becomes easy for you, because you'll find that you'll be in a position to take care of your expenses, and you don't have to depend on your parents all the time.
It is important that campus students explore other ways of making extra cash just to ensure they reach some sort of financial freedom. Reporting for MUTV, my name is David Otieno.
Audio Jungle.
Now, still on finances, students facing financial constraints mostly opt for part-time jobs to sustain themselves. This means that they have to embrace change and have balance between their studies and work. Mohammed Burhan, who is a business reporter, shares more on this.
Part-time job has become a common thing among students. Owing to the fact that the pandemic has led to mass unemployment, students have no choice but to look for any means to get money. Part-time jobs have helped so many students to pay school fees and cater for their basic needs. Habiba Mohammed is a 3.1 student who has decided to make ends meet by working in school canteen. Her parents lost their jobs because of COVID-19, and this in turn affected her studies. She has been the salesperson at MMU canteen for the past 3 years. She's now able to pay her fees in full and accommodation and other basic needs without struggles. I caught up with Habiba just as she was finishing on her shift.
Nilianza hii kazi 3 years ago, time ya corona. Wazazi wangu walipoteza kazi, hiyo time ilibidi nitafute kazi, na niliweza kubahatika nikapata kazi kwa kantini ya shule, na imenisaidia kulipa bill zangu. Hii kazi imenisaidia.
It's therefore necessary for comrades to do part-time jobs to help them cater for fees and other essential needs. Mohammed Haji, MUTV, Nairobi.
In our focus on sports, the Multimedia University softball team has been busy in this season's calendar. The team has engaged in various competitions and even emerged victorious in some. Our sports reporter Lydia Murugi reports.
The Multimedia University of Kenya softball team is celebrating victory following the results of the national softball competitions held at Meru University. The MMU softball team left for the competitions on Friday, the 10th of March, led by the softball team's manager, Mr. Robert, and the men's team captain, Dishon Agan and Rebecca Njoki for the ladies' team. The ladies' games kicked off with the MMU team going head-to-head against JKUAT, where the games ended at a whooping 7-2. With this win, the MMU took on with the Rekas team team and nearly ended at a draw, but the Rakers took the lead, scoring 9 runs to 8. Still keeping up with the winning spirit, MMU took on the TUM softball team and came out victorious with 2-1. The games commenced on a low footing for the men, however, as the KU team beat MMU a whopping 14 runs to 3. This did not dim their spirit as they paid it back with the NYS team scoring 13 runs to 3. The MMU team took their last shot with the hosting team, the Meru, and played fairly, games ending at Meru on the lead at 7 runs to 6.
We have more to do as a team, but we expect that in the next game the boys will do better and they'll improve more.
Following the results of these competitions, both the men and ladies softball team are expected to compete at the University of Eldoret on Friday the 24th of March. Reporting live from MMU grounds, my name is Lydia Murugi for MUTV. Thanks for tuning in to MUTV. I have been your host, Lydia Murugi.
And I am Jackson Musia. Have a good day.